And then you must have been hearing so much about O.O.K farms, O.O.K group, O.O.K TV, O.O.K radio. You've heard from the scholars, you've heard from everyone saying, okay, this, that. Yes, now she is here with me. She's standing here beside me, and she is the brain behind everything you've been hearing, everything you've been watching. And I would like to hear, I would like you to hear from her. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Can you please help us tell people your name?
My name is Omolara Spenson.
What do you do?
I'm the GMD of O.O.K Group. I'm an agripreneur, and I preach agricultural wealth.
All right. What drove you to the point where you said, okay, fine, I want to have an academy for agriculture?
Well, first off, lack of, I see firsthand, lack of proper knowledge in our farmers on the farm. That was the first motive. I see our farms still operating like this was 1960s and 50s. And the second, which is also as important as the first one, is I do not want to see a single Nigerian youth driving Okada on the street, hawking on the streets of any state or city in Nigeria.
That's impressive, I must say. So now, what will you say was the second thought you had, thinking, how do I teach these people?
Well, as it is with any successful business, you have to work with. I have a very good knowledge when it comes to what we do, from farming to commodity processing to export and all of that. But to make this work, we had to reach out to professionals, professors. So our syllabus was newly updated last year, which now gave us about 8 courses, I believe, in total. And this syllabus was worked on by 9 professors from FUNAB and University of Ibadan. That these are like consultants, and they had a 1-week workshop to come up with what the syllabus, the modules we have now. So yes, that was the first step we took.
Right.
And as you can see, our facilitators are agronomists that has been doing this for over a decade.
All right. I know you have so much to say. It's written all over you that you are so much into this business and you actually have the passion in line with this. Now, what are you going to say about the turnout of the students that you graduates?
Yeah, well, okay, when you want to fix something that is bad, it takes time. It takes more time to fix something that is being destroyed, to rebuild a house that is being left abandoned, than it is to build a new house. And that is what we're doing now. So it's not as we're not surprised for the sort of turnout that we have. We know that this will take a while to change our people's orientation. Even the government, we as a people, this is not just a problem of the youth. We as a people had misplaced our priorities. So no one wants to go into farming. Even farmers are not encouraging their children to go into farming. So it's a whole lot of work and a lot of reorientation that we need to do. But with what we've put in place and what we're seeing now, we're pleased. If you train one farmer, just one successful farmer, you have put food on the table of millions of Nigerians. So, and today we have about 5 graduates, if I'm not mistaken, that are graduating. So, that's a lot for us, and I really am pleased.
I would just say that must have been a reasonable contribution to food security in Nigeria since the state of emergency on food security came up. For you to have trained 5 people, that means you must have fed 25% of Nigerians.
Well,
do you feel relieved?
So the academy has been in existence before now.
Okay.
And maybe because we are in the industry. Now that the president is saying state of emergency, we have been in state of emergency for a couple of years now.
Yes.
It's just that it was not declared by the government. So we know the situation. We know the situation of things, the real situation of things. But to answer your question, yes, we feel happy, relieved that, like I said, one successful farmer means food on the table of millions of Nigerians. And today we have 5 new cassava farmers. I think is the comrade, the president of Youth Association in Oyo State, was saying, I heard him saying confidently that he wants to go into starch. And starch making is low-hanging fruit in the processing, in the cassava processing value chain. So you definitely would at least hire another 5 or 4 people, to get that done. So you see, not only are we putting food on the table of Nigerians, we are also creating employment. So it's a complete value chain. So of course I feel good. I feel happy about it. I mean, yeah.
Before I let you say your parting word, I want to ask you a very simple question. It is rare for you to find women in agriculture. How do you feel battling with men in this industry?
Well, this is,
I have to use that word battle.
yeah, it is actually. Well, I just see every challenge as a challenge, and I look for ways to go around it where we all can meet, at a point and compromise and see that we all work together. Because the truth is, when I read on Google and they say 60-65% of the workforce in agriculture is women, and I just, okay, which women? Actually, what they're referring to are the women that are doing the hard labor on the farm, helping with fertilizer applications and all of that are not educated, So you're correct. It's not a lot of faces like this you see that are actually doing what we're doing. But thank God for technology, for modern days. The men are actually getting used to seeing pretty faces around.
All right, yeah, I think we are. So I would just like to say, what's your parting word for everyone watching and everyone listening?
Yeah, okay, so my parting word for all Nigerians is that agriculture is a value chain, and every single person is to be involved in agriculture. So the value chain it cuts across all walks of life. So you don't have to go on the farm to be part of agriculture. You don't have to know how to cultivate cassava. Like some of our courses is about food processing and packaging. Some of our courses is just on export. So we need to change our orientation as a people and start teaching our children to actually see it as their duty to grow what they eat or participate in the growing of what they eat. That's what I'll say to all of us as a people. And to our government, well, I hope and pray that everything we're seeing and we're hearing from others at the top is what is actually going to happen, because the true wealth, the sustainable and true wealth that can actually go around everyone, it's only in agriculture. It's not in any other sector. It is in agriculture. And if we don't act now, it would be too late for us. And to our youths, please and please and please, there is a future for you in agriculture.
Thank you so much. It's so much fun to have you around here.
Thank you for having me.
Please do some more. Thank you. That's all we're going to tell you today. If you want to know more, you better visit us at 60 Beacon House, Ring Road, Ibadan, beside the Dove Filling Station. And you'll never even do that. You'll surely be glad you did that. Thank you.
Thank you.
We out.